Once upon a time, long ago, there lived a poor boy. But despite being poor, he was a kind-hearted boy. He lived in a beautiful town that was surrounded by lush green fields all around. Our story's protagonist was called Samir. Every morning, Samir got up early to go to the market and sell the small baskets he used to make from palm leaves. With the money he made from selling these baskets, he would buy a little food for himself and his mother, enough to keep them alive, but not enough for them to ever become rich. One evening, after a long day of trying to sell his baskets, Samir was exhausted and hungry. Walking back home, he only had one piece of bread left to eat for the rest of the week. On the way, he saw many other people walking back home from the market. But none of them stopped to ask him if he wanted any company, or if they could help him with anything. Holiday. All of them just kept walking. Samir sat down under a tree by the roadside, feeling sorry for himself and wondering why he had been born into such a poor family. As he sat there, he heard someone say, "Hey young man, why don't you come and sit with me?" Startled, Samir turned around and saw an old man sitting nearby. The man's clothes were dirty and torn, his feet were blistered, and he looked too tired and weak to walk. "I can't, uncle," replied Samir. "I have to go home now. It's a long walk and it's getting dark." "Oh, I would like to go home myself," the old man said sadly, "but I am too tired to make the journey. If only someone could help me get home, I would be grateful." Now, even though Samir didn't have much himself, he pitied the old man and thought he must be in a bad way if he couldn't even walk. Even though Samir was hungry and did want to give away the last piece of bread he had, he walked up to the old man and said, "Please take this. Uncle, you look much hungrier than me." The old man's eyes filled up with tears as he took the bread and said, "Thank you, child. God bless you." As Samir turned to leave, the old man called out to him again and said, "It's also getting dark. Please wait a bit till I find some shade so I can rest." So Samir helped the old man walk over to a nearby tree and sat down beside him. Seeing that the old man was very thirsty, Samir went over to a nearby house and asked for some water. The lady came out and gave him a clay pot filled with fresh water, which he brought back to the old man. After drinking some water, the old man said to Samir, "You are such a kind boy to help out a stranger like me. May God bless you and your family." Then he closed his eyes and fell asleep. Now Samir didn't want to leave the old man alone. So he stayed with him till late at night, keeping him company and making sure nothing bad happened to him. But when the moon rose high in the sky and everything around them was covered in darkness, Samir's mother started to worry about him. She went out looking for him and saw him sitting by the old man. "Samir," she said, "why aren't you home? And who is this old man?" "I'm sorry, mother, but I promised to look after this old man till morning, so I can't go home right now," Samir replied. "Oh, you silly boy," his mother said, shaking her head. "Why would you do something like this? Come on, let's go home now. We don't have any extra food for you to give away tonight." But before Samir could reply, the old man opened his eyes and said to Samir's mother, "Please don't scold him. It was my idea to stay here. And besides, he has already given me the most precious gift a person can give, another, his kindness. For that, I will make sure he is rewarded." Then he looked at Samir and told him, "Son, go home now. I will take care of myself." So Samir went home with his mother. When morning arrived, Samir got up early and ran to the market. He was hoping to sell some of his baskets so he could earn some money for the day. But to his surprise, the same old man was standing near his basket with a huge smile on his face. Samir was shocked and confused. "Uncle, how did you find me here? And what are you doing?" he asked. Then, to everyone's shock, the old man took off his robe and revealed that he was actually a wealthy merchant. He explained that he had been disguised as a poor old man to test the people and see if anyone would stop and help him. "Many people walked past me, but you were the only one who stopped to help me, who gave away the little you had without expecting anything in return," said the merchant. "You reminded me of my son who passed away many years ago. He had a kind heart just like yours. That is why I want to help you and make sure you never have to suffer the way I did when I was disguised as a poor man." With that, the merchant opened up a large cart filled with all kinds of goods. There were bags of gold coins, precious gems, ornaments, delicious food items, and more. Take all of this. Samir, it will take care of you and your mother for years to come, the merchant said. Now Samir was very grateful for the merchant's generosity, but he still couldn't understand why he had been chosen. I didn't do anything special. Many other people passed by you, and there were probably many more kind people than me. Why did you choose to help me and not them? The merchant smiled and replied, You may not know this, Samir, but your mother and I knew each other a long time ago. Your mother is the most kind-hearted woman I know. When I was a young man, she once gave away our last piece of bread to a poor traveler, and I scolded her for doing so. But later, I realized that it was the right thing to do. Ever since then, I have made it my mission to help kind-hearted people like you and your mother. And seeing that you have inherited your mother's kindness, I decided to help you. Samir hugged the merchant and thanked him for his generosity. From that day on, Samir was never poor again, but he never forgot the lesson he had learned from the old man. He continued to help those in need and shared his wealth with the less fortunate. And that is why, my dear listeners, true kindness is helping others even when you have little, and it always returns to you in the most unexpected ways. Now, my dear listeners, it's time for bed. Before you go, remember the story of Samir and the old man. And ask yourself, have you helped someone today? If not, then tomorrow, when you see someone in need, remember the old man and ask yourself if you can help. And if you do, you will feel as happy as Samir did when he shared his last piece of bread with the old man. Now close your eyes, go to sleep, and may all the blessings of the universe be with you always.